Hello, Sujata ma'am. So, first of all, I heartily welcome you on College Dunia platform. Thank you so much for taking out your time for us.
Yeah, hello Nikita. And on behalf of Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management, let me, say a very good afternoon to you and all the viewers, and best wishes from SIDTM.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, shall we begin with the questions?
Yeah, sure, Nikita. Yes,
Okay.
sure, Nikita.
So, ma'am, my first question is that being a professor and head research and publications in HIDTM, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikita. So my role over here is that of, I'm heading the research and publications wing at SIDTM. And my primarily role is, to motivate students, to do research. Right. And I'm happy to let you know that, at SIDTM, research is an integral part of our culture and an integral part of our curriculum. Let me just tell you how. For example, even in our classrooms, we make sure that our students do ample research and come. For example, if in the marketing class, if I'm taking a case study on, let's say, for example, acquisitions or merger, or let's say, for example, a case study on a company like Walmart or Nokia. So, the students have to actually do a research on all these aspects. Certain questions are shared with them, so they have to read up on the go up to the annual reports of these organizations, study the financial aspects, study the marketing aspects, study the pestle analysis, the competitor analysis, and then come to the class. So this is a kind of research which they have to do as far as the classroom learning is concerned. Secondly, as part of the curriculum, we have two projects. One is the case study project, and another is the research project. Now, as part of the case study project, the students are encouraged to write case studies on, current trending topics or current trending areas. And as part of the research project, since we are into digital and telecom, the students work in a group or syndicate of 6 or 7 as a group, and they have to pick up a technology intensive topic. All right. For example, it could be IoT or artificial intelligence and so on. So what they do in the research project is they understand the technology aspects of the topic. They understand the business aspects of the topic. They understand the financial aspects of the topic as well. So all in all, they would have, covered the technology and the business perspective of that particular topic. And the third thing is that we also encourage the students to write articles, to write research papers, and publish them, in indexed journals or, in Scopus index journals and so on. So, for example, our students have been writing articles on, various topics currently trending in the ICT domain. For example, SDN NFV, for example, data security, for example, cybersecurity, for example, IoT, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and so on. So in this way, we try and motivate the students. And as I said, it's a part of the SIDTM culture.
So, ma'am, now that you have mentioned so much about this course, so what is the scope for this program?
Well, Nikita, as the name suggests, this is Digital and Telecom Management Institute. So, as we all know, technology is the backbone of almost all the sectors, So, essentially, our students find scope or, can be placed in, across various sectors. For example, it could be the consulting sectors, it could be the IT sector, the telecom sector, the banking sector, the media sector, and even the FMCG sector for that matter. So if you actually see technology being the backbone and technology being our, as you can say, the strong point, our strength, our students have a scope across various sectors in the industry.
Some, like you have been in the industry for so long, how did you train yourself or the faculty to deliver this program to the students?
Yeah, exactly, Nikita. So at SIDTM, we are very lucky to have faculty members who are very senior and with a lot of experience. Most of the faculty members, some of them are having an experience of about 10 years, 20 years. And secondly, what we also believe in is that the faculty member should always be updated, because as you know, technology keeps on changing. So in order to keep updated with the current changes happening in the business as well as the technology domain, we encourage our faculty members to attend faculty development programs, to encourage them to attend conferences on the current trends or current topics. Many of our faculty members also undergo different certifications in their areas, and this is way how we actually keep our faculty members updated.
So my next question is that how do you tend to build an industry connect with this program?
If you're talking about the industry connect, we involve the industry people at almost every stage at SIDTM, right from the beginning, during the admission phase. So the industry people are a part of the interview panel, because finally they are going to be the takers, is it not? The students finally end up getting enrolled or getting recruited by these industry people. So we make it a point to invite the industry people to be on the panel of the interviews. Secondly, the industry people are also a part of the curriculum development. So we have a mechanism wherein we take the feedback from the industry and ask them, share our curriculum with them, and then they advise us which topics should be included, what topics should be deleted, any additions or deletions to be done in the curriculum, and accordingly we make changes in the curriculum. Thirdly, the industry people are invited. Some of them come and teach subjects based on their availability. Some of them, because they have a paucity of time and cannot devote so much time for one entire subject, so they come and talk to the students in the form of guest lectures. So in this way, what happens is the students also get an industry perspective of different topics, different technologies. That is one part, and we are also very lucky that we have about 3,000 plus alumni across various sectors in the ICT domain, and these alumni connect with our students in the form of mentor-mentee program. They act as mentors on the research projects, in the case study projects. They come and take GLs. We have alumni meet wherein there is an interaction. So if you actually see across all the stages, we try and involve the industry people. Industry people are also invited for various events. So like we have our flagship event, which is the International Digital and Telecom Seminar. So which is an international seminar. So not only in India, but even across, different countries, the CEOs or the CTOs or, senior people in the technology and business domain come and talk to our students, interact with them. So ITS is one. Then we also have TEDx, and as you know, in TEDx we have motivational speakers who come and talk to the students on not just technology, but in different other areas which help them to develop themselves holistically. Then we have entrepreneurship camps. We have Connexion, which is an HR summit, and so on. So this is how we try and interact continuously with the industry people, Nikita.
I must say, ma'am, that is really commendable. So, what are the types of projects that the students are working on through this program?
Okay, so typically as part of the curriculum, Nikita, we have, three types of projects. So one, what we call it as a summer internship project, So the first year students, once they finish the second semester after the first year, they have to do this summer internship, which is essentially a 2-month, kind of a program wherein they actually go to the companies and work with an organization for those 2 months. And the companies give them work, give them problems, and so they work like full-time employees as summer interns with this organization. And that is one summer internship which gives them the practical viewpoint of or an industry exposure. The second thing what we have is the second project what we have is, like I told you earlier, we have a case study project and a research project. So in the case study project, they are encouraged to write case studies on current trending topics. And on the research project, as I said, a syndicate or a group of 6 or 7 members, they select a topic and they study the technology, business, and the financial aspects of that topic. So, in a way, they hone themselves from a techno business perspective.
So, ma'am, what is the latest program that you're offering in your department which will help students to outperform and stand apart from the crowd?
Okay. Let me just tell you one thing, Nikita, that actually our director has, taken a very visionary step very recently, last year. So earlier, the name of the institute was SITM, that is Symbiosis Institute of Telecom Management. So, but now that you see, even the, national telecom policy has been changed to the digital and telecom policy. The telecom players are no longer calling themselves telecom; they are calling themselves, digital companies. So, in tune with that, we also have, changed the nomenclature of institute from SITM to SIDTM, that is Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management. So, so our students have an edge over the other students in such a way that they have a very strong technology background. And apart from that, because they undergo business courses as well, what I will say is that the way our students stand apart from others is that they are techno business managers, or what we can say techno business leaders would be a better way to, put in the perspective.
So, like we have already discussed about the Industry Connect and recruitment and the curriculum of this program, please throw some light on the extracurricular activities conducted at SIDTM.
Okay. Yeah. So, Nikita, we actually believe in holistic development of the student at SIDTM. So, we have a host of, both academic activities as well as, extracurricular activities. So, for example, the co-curricular activities at SIDTM, like I mentioned, we have the International Telecom Seminar, we have TEDx, then we have, entrepreneurship camps. So, apart from these, we also believe that the students should, have other, other areas of development. For example, we have a Sparsh team. So this is the ISR, wing of SIDTM, that is the Institutional Social Responsibility. So as part of this initiative, they encourage the students to conduct various programs, like they participate in blood donation camps. Last year there were a lot of floods in Maharashtra. So our students actually participated in the flood donation drive. So actually, they donated food and all these parcels to the, flood affected areas. Then the students also, we collaborate with different NGOs, and then the students take, teach, small subjects or topics to schools. Then we call the NGOs to, children over here, and then we conduct different activities for them, then donation of clothes and stuff like that. So that is one area. Apart from that, the students also participate in sports. So we have different sports activities like cricket, volleyball, and stuff like that. So students participate in these activities. So, all in all, we try to make or look at the holistic development of the students, Nikita.
Okay, so ma'am, what do you see as biggest strength of Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management?
Okay, so the biggest strength, like I said earlier, so we are, technology business leaders, and I think that is what sets us apart from the other institutes. Apart from that, we have been the pioneers. Earlier, when we were SITM, we were in the pioneering institute in the telecom domain. And similarly, we are also the pioneering institute in the digital and telecom domain. The second strength that we have is our faculty, as I said, highly experienced, and not just experienced, but very, very knowledgeable faculty members who are continuously updated, and many of them have, recent certifications. They do a lot of consulting assignments, with companies. And the third very strong point that we have, Nikita, is our very strong alumni base. And not just a strong alumni base, we also have a very, very strong connect. There is a sense of belongingness which we share with our alumni. So I think this is what I would call, these are the strengths of SIDTM per se.
So my next question is that what would you like students to know more about SIDTM that they might not know already?
Yeah, so what I want the students to know is something which I came to know from the feedback, which the industry keeps on telling us time and again. Like I've been associate for quite a few years, past 15 plus years with SIDTM, and we have been continuously getting this very very encouraging feedback from the industry, people, from the recruiters, which I would like to share, with the SIDTM, with the students. And basically, they say that our students are assertive, our students are they have humility. The third thing what they tell us is that our students are techno savvy, but they are equally creative. They say our students are sincere and also they are fun loving. And then they say that our students are responsive, but at the same time they're also very productive. So what I feel is that our students, there's a very different culture at SIDTM, and this is the industry feedback I'm sharing with you. So what I feel is that our students belong to a very different league. So that is what I think I want to share with the students about SIDTM culture per se.
That brings us to the last segment. So do you have any suggestions for the current youth and the aspiring students?
Oh, yes, definitely, Nikita. Yeah, so in my opinion, as I said earlier, holistic development definitely is what, the student should try to do as. And one thing which I've learned from experience is attitude is very important. So as they say, success is 99% attitude and 1% aptitude, isn't it? So my experience in life, students has told me that your attitude towards your work, your attitude towards the people around you, and towards the circumstances in, your attitude towards the circumstances in your life truly define you as an individual. So in my opinion, this 2-year phase should be used as an opportunity to develop not just academic skills, but also a positive attitude and a very, very strong personality. So, we hope that all the students who join SIDTM in the 2-year phase that they are with us, you not only become strong in your respective domains, that is the respective domain knowledge, that is the digital and telecom, but you also become strong and good human beings. That is what would be my message to the student fraternity.
I must say, ma'am, this was really insightful and it was an enriching experience interacting with you. So thank you so much for taking out your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikita. It was a pleasure talking to you, and it was a pleasure sharing insights about Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management. And on behalf of SIDTM, I would like to extend huge thank you and warm wishes to you and the student fraternity.
Thank you so much, ma'am, from all the viewers.